All of the cards from Genetic Apex from Pokemon TCG Pocket have been revealed, so we're doing a tier list. Let's check it out. All right, you guys, we're on the computer screen on tiermaker.com, where you guys can make all of your tier lists, rank all of these cards. There's a bunch of things that you can do on this website, and not just Pokemon based as well. Pretty much rank everything. You guys have seen these lists before. I'm sure you've done a bunch of them as well, maybe for other categories, but we're showing all of the illustration rares or secret rares of Genetic Apex down here. We also have pokebeach.com opened up, so we can like zoom in on these cards obviously and take a better look at these before we make our ranking and stuff like that. So we do have that opened up. All of the cards seem to have been revealed. Obviously this game has dropped in New Zealand, so a lot of the cards got revealed. I think all of them got revealed since my last video on Pokemon TCG Pockets. I think I just went over at the time what was revealed, and I think like 2 days later they revealed everything when the game dropped. So we're gonna take a look at all the artworks, all the new ones as well, and rank them as well. All right, so we're gonna be going in order as they're listed right here. Obviously you have your S tier, which is like the best thing ever, and then you got your A. So we go back to like when you were in school. A is, you know, I guess extraordinary, I guess, or excellent. B is like almost excellent, I guess. C is like satisfactory, and then D is like, you know, get out of here, like we don't want it, like we don't want this card at all. So hopefully there's nothing in the D category, because there's a lot of nice cards, and we're gonna take a look obviously. So down here is showing Gloom first, so let's go ahead and search for it. Let's go down to the art rares and whatnot. Let's take a look at Gloom. All right, so Gloom. All right, you got kind of your basic scenario. Gloom is always just chilling. You got Psyduck in the back, it looks like. You also have Rattata, and it looks like there's a Pidgey in the background in the tree as well. Okay, I mean, I'm not too big on Gloom, to be honest. This is a very nice artwork. It's showing the Pokemon in their like natural habitat, natural environment. Gloom up in the forest. There's some Pokemon in the back, obviously showing that multiple different Pokemon live in these forests and whatnot. So Gloom, as far as an artwork goes, I mean, I'm also gonna base it off of like the likability of the Pokemon from a personal standpoint. Sorry, Gloom fans, I'm not the biggest Gloom fan there is, okay? But I am, as far as artwork goes, I like it as far as a B. Showing the Pokemon in their natural habitat and stuff like that is very nice looking. So I'm gonna put it in the B tier for Gloom. Now, the next up on this list, it looks like it's Pinsir. So let's move into this shot of Pinsir. It's taking forever. There we go. All right, so we got two Pinsir battling out. Biggest and baddest beetle in the forest. Not much else to say here. We got two Pinsir battling it out. In the background you can see some trees. They're like fighting in the dirt, it looks like. Pinsir. All right, so we go back into the tier list, and let's see. Pinsir, where are we gonna put you at, man? I'm gonna go into the B tier. Again, it's showing the Pokemon in their natural habitat, and I think that's pretty important when it comes to these artworks. It's not just like a pose of the Pokemon and whatnot. It's like in their natural habitat. It's a very nice artwork. I dig that. So we move on to the next one on the list. It looks like it's Charmander. Let's see what we got. Okay, so this reminds me a lot, if you remember from the show, that episode when Ash catches Charmander for the very first time. It's left in the forest by its original trainer. Obviously it's not the exact same thing here, but I'm really digging the artwork in the back with the stars and stuff like that. In the forest, it's dark. The only source of light is the Charmander. For me, Charmander is S tier. S tier for Charmander. And I'm not saying this because you guys know I'm not the biggest Charizard fan and whatnot, and Charmander, Charmeleon and all that, but definitely an S tier artwork right there. The next one here is Rapidash. Let's see what we got. Rapidash. Where is Rapidash on this? Rapidash right there. Okay. So, looks like it's just running in the field. Not bad. I mean, I think I want a little bit more. It looks like it's just sky and grass for me. I understand it, but I think a cooler artwork would have been maybe it's leading a bunch of like ponytail or something like that. Have some ponytail behind it running, galloping or whatever the case may be. So I guess Rapidash is gonna go in the C tier for me. The C tier for that. It's not necessarily D and it's ugly and we don't want it, but it's not B, definitely not A, and definitely not S tier. All right, so the next one is Squirtle. I love the Squirtle artwork, and you guys know I love Squirtle. But again, we're showing Squirtle in its like natural habitat and whatnot. There's a lot of dead space in the back here. It's just Squirtle right here, kind of in the lower third, and nothing in the back. If we go back to the Gloom artwork, the Gloom had other Pokemon in the back. They're all living in their own little area. I would like to see some more water Pokemon here in the water, just chilling. Maybe some more Squirtle. Like, it can't be just Squirtle running around. I love Squirtle. You guys thought I might have been putting him in the S tier, but I'm gonna go C tier on the Squirtle. It could be better. It could be better. Yeah, I'm the biggest Squirtle fanboy, and we're putting it in the C tier. So moving on, we got the Gyarados. Right off the bat, this reminds me of the show when they encounter the Gyarados after the St. Anne, and as I say that, I noticed the St. Anne right behind it. Lightning, thunderstorm going on. You got some Magikarp right here in the lower right hand third right here. Gyarados looking like he's ready to pop off a Hyper Beam. Yeah, man, this Gyarados is definitely S tier artwork right there, man. There's not much more to say. Like, the reasons I gave, right, for the Gloom has the Pokemon in the back. Pinsir's fighting another Pinsir. That's part of like their own like natural little habitat thing. And then the Rapidash and the Squirtle is just them. You know, nothing really else going on in the back. The Charmander is an exception because, yeah, you don't really have other Pokemon in the background because it's just Charmander alone and the vibes is right. Like, you got the night sky, the Charmander is the only source of light. It's a beautiful artwork. And the Gyarados is just insane. Like, that's an insane artwork. It's just a shame that we're not getting that in real life, but it is what it is. So the next one, Lapras. It's not letting me click it. There we go. All right. So we got a Lapras up in the ocean, it looks like. We got a surfing Pikachu in the back. All right. Very small. Obviously, if you had the real physical card of this thing, you probably get a little bit better look at the Pikachu, but there is a Pikachu surfing in the back. Lapras having just a good old time. Not the craziest artwork for me. The Pikachu's a nice little detail, so we are going to put it in B tier. It's not even an A tier, but it is B tier for me. Next one we have is Electrode, and there's a Voltorb. There's an Electrode right there. Another Electrode. There's one Voltorb, and there's like a Zapdos right in the back. So this looks like they're inside of the power plant. If you guys remember the game, that's where you find Zapdos and obviously a bunch of Electrode and Voltorb. You have the star of the show, Electrode, right in the middle. It isn't S tier for me. B tier. It's definitely not C tier because of all the details in the back. There's more Pokemon. It definitely gives off the location. They're in the power plant. You see a Zapdos silhouette in the back. It is an S tier, but I'm gonna put it in the A tier. Yes, Electrode. Okay, Electrode is in the A tier. The artwork for Electrode is actually really cool. Like the Zapdos, I think if the Zapdos wasn't there, it drops down to B tier. But the little Zapdos silhouette makes it an A tier artwork for me. All right, the next card is gonna be Alakazam. All right, so right off the bat is very. It actually reminds me of the Zeraora from, is it Shrouded Fate? I don't even remember what set it is, but it's a recent set. It kind of looks like the Zeraora in a way. Really not much to say about this artwork. It's really cool, very abstract, a lot of colors. There's really not much else going on. The spoon up here, I mean, I like it. It is an A tier though. I'm gonna put it in the B tier. I know you guys are probably gonna be mad, but I don't know, it's cool, but there's not much going on. It's abstract. I really like that it's abstract. So it is a B tier card. I mean, it's not C. It's not C for sure. It's definitely not D. It is better than the Rapidash and the Squirtle. I'm gonna actually start putting these in order. So I'm gonna put Alakazam first there. I'm gonna go Pinsir, Gloom, Lapras. Okay, and then the Rapidash I think is better than the Squirtle. So I'm gonna just have it dragged out right here and put them actually in order. Gyarados is better than Charmander for sure. That's for sure. Gyarados is better. All right, so that's what the tier list is looking like right now. Got Gyarados and Charmander S tier, Electro in the A, B. We got a bunch, well, 4 for now, and then 2 in the C tier. All right, so the next card is Slowpoke, and this kind of reminds me of like the Numel Ditto, if you guys remember from Crown Zenith, I believe it was. Just a bunch of Slowpoke. I don't really like the negative space right here. There should be another Slowpoke right there or something. Yeah, I feel like there's something else should be right there. And then the one in the middle actually looks like the original Slowpoke artwork. I'm gonna say was from Fossil, if I remember correctly. I do not remember. It's been so long, but you guys know which artwork I'm talking about. I don't know. I don't really care for the artwork too much. I'm gonna put it, it's gonna go into C tier. It's not like terrible. It's not gonna be D tier for me, but yeah, it's definitely not in the B tier. So I'm gonna put it at C. I'm gonna put it behind Squirtle. I do like the Squirtle more. You guys might say I was complaining about the negative space in Squirtle and there's nothing back there, and there's more Slowpoke than anything than just you know, but I think the Squirtle, as far as the detailing of the artwork, it looks more realistic, while the Slowpoke, it has that cartoonish feel to it, and I'm not really a fan of the cartoonish kind of artwork. I do like more hyper realistic stuff, so I like the Squirtle a little bit more because it looks like it's happening in our world, right? It looks like I can walk outside and go to a river and there's gonna be a Squirtle out there, so it looks more hyper realistic to me, so that's why I put it there. Okay, the next card is Diglett. As we take a look at here, it's right outside the Diglett's tunnel. It's just giving a callback to the show, to the game and whatnot. All of these Diglett going around. It would have been cool to see a little Doug trio, I'm not gonna lie. I do dig the artwork, I like it. Diglett is natural habitat, I do like it. They put it on location, like it is in the game and whatnot. Callback to the game. I'm gonna go B tier though, and I'm going to put it ahead of Gloom. I do like it more than the Gloom, that's for sure, but still B tier for me. Nothing really hitting the A and the S tier right now for me. And speaking of nothing hitting the A tier and the S tier for me, we move into Cubone. Take a look at the Cubone. This one right here is like the original base set Cubone, and then it looks like it's just like took a zoom out and it showed all the other Cubone in the back, or in the background, and then one here in the foreground. This is for me is S tier, like for sure. Like it's for me it's better than Charmander. For me it's better than Charmander for sure. Yeah, I really dig that the artwork, and as you guys can look or pay attention, I should say, the cards that I have in the S tier are a little more in the darker tones. I am you know, I do lean towards like the darker tones, the low key lighting on artworks and stuff like that. That's how I do my video content and my photos and stuff like that when I take photos. So you guys can see all 3 cards in the S tier. It's like nighttime artwork, so really dig that type of style. And look, they're in S tier, so there's that. We put the Cubone in front of the Charmander though, for sure. So moving on, we have Nidoqueen, and sleeping right there with both versions of Nidoran. We got the male Nidoran and female Nidoran. I'm really liking the artwork, I'm not gonna lie. Nothing really going on in the background or anything else on the artwork. There just looks like inside of a cave, just sleeping, man, hibernating. The Nidoqueen with both versions of Nidoran. So let's move back into the tier list. I'm putting Nidoqueen in the B tier, and I personally like it better than the Alakazam and the rest. So putting a B tier Nidoqueen right there in front of Alakazam. Right there, the next artwork is the Nidoking, and the Nidoking looks like it's just not caring about the Nidoqueen and Nidoran in the cave. It looks like he just woke up early and went to go have some fun by himself. So Got Nidoking chilling. Looks like he did some damage right here, tore down a tree. I do like the sky view, kind of eagle eye point of view on the Nidoking. I do like the artwork. It's gonna go B tier as well. Not sort of A tier for me. It's not better than the Alakazam though. I do like it. I do like the Alakazam better. So we're gonna put it right there in third place in the B tier line. All right, next card is a Golbat, and right off the bat, it's kind of like the Alakazam. Has that little abstract feel. Looks like this could be in like in a museum, to be honest. I'm gonna say right off the bat, I'm not really digging the artwork. I mean, it's a nice artwork. I mean, it's not garbage, right? But it's not a big fan. Does look like it's like a painting more so, but I mean, it's cool. But at the same time, you got Golbat right here, right in the middle. Mouth wide open and whatnot. You got two more Golbat in the back. Nothing else going on. I don't know. I don't got much to say about the artwork other than that. It's gonna go C tier. It's gonna be, let's see, probably worse than the Slowpoke, if we're being completely honest. C tier, worse than Slowpoke, so almost D tier. Yeah, almost D tier. The next card I had to click back and check. We got Weezing for the next one. Looks like it's inside of like I don't know, it looks like a jail to me. It's probably like a, what is that episode from Pokemon when they're in the, was it the power plant? They were like, yeah, I think it was the power plant and all the Grimers showed up. That's what it kind of looks like, but I can't even place them. It looks like, to me, it looks like a little jail, but it looks like a little alleyway as well. Weezing, I mean, it's okay. I'm gonna put it in C tier as well. It's better than the Golbat. Actually, it's better than the Slowpoke. All right, the next card is Dragonite. I'm a big fan of Dragonite. Looks like there's another Dragonite in the back. It could just be like the end of the boat. Yeah, it does look, yeah, it's a Dragonite shaped boat. We kind of zoomed in right there for y'all. Apologize about that. Dragonite just flying, the super dope sky in the back. I like it, man. It's Dragonite is in an environment that, you know, it's not like a secluded Pokemon. It looks like there's stuff going on in the back, like people are around, you know. And yeah, I do like the Dragonite artwork. It's not S tier though. It's gonna go A tier probably. I'm gonna put it in front of the Electrode. In front of the Electrode for sure. A tier artwork for me on the Dragonite. Okay, next one is Pidgeot. Hunting a Magikarp. We saw this when TCG Pocket first got announced. It's one of the first artworks that we saw, and I thought it was so dope. I wish the Pidgeot EX special illustration rare was this from Obsidian Flames. For me, it is an A tier artwork. It's not S tier, but it is A tier, and it's in front of the Dragonite. In front of the Dragonite. I just love, like I said, it's like hunting, and it just took down a Magikarp, so that's cool. And yeah, I gotta put it in front of the Dragonite, in front of the Electrode as well. Okay, and the next one is Meowth, and I really dig this artwork just because it reminds me of that episode when Meowth kind of gives his origin and how he learned how to talk and stuff like that. Meowth just chilling at the top of the little lamp right there, just looking down. Nighttime vibes right there. Looks like some sparkles down here on the street. I really like the artwork. I'm gonna put it in A tier as well. Not in front of the Electrode though. It's probably the lowest on my A tier list. And the next one is Ditto. I'm sorry, Ditto fans, but I'm not liking this at all. I do like that there's other Pokemon in the habitat. Like there's a Caterpie up here, and there's a Ditto Caterpie, which is actually pretty cool. Looks like some of these plants are Ditto. So Ditto is just a bunch of Ditto in the actual picture. Transformed into other things, and then the two Ditto in the middle. I'm not a fan of the artwork though. I don't really like it like that. It's gonna go in the C tier probably last. So nothing really in the D tier. Giving all these artworks credit, like all these artists were amazing. I don't even know if these were made by actual artists. I didn't see any names or anything like that. I'm not really a fan of that Ditto. It's gonna go in the C tier behind the Golbats. The next artwork is another card that we kind of seen already. It was part of the announcement. Some of the first cards that we've seen. We got the Eevee reaching for the elemental stones right there. I'm just not gonna waste any time, guys. That's S tier right there, and it's probably in front of the Charmander. I like the Cubone and the Gyarados more, but yeah, S tier for Eevee. Not much really else to discuss right there. I mean, I went crazy when I saw it the first time, and I'm not even like the biggest like Eevee Lucian or Eevee person. I do love Umbreon, but like, how can you go wrong with this EV artwork? Like, it's reaching for the elemental stones. Yeah, we just got to go with it. S tier for sure. All right, moving on, we got Porygon. I do like the vibrant colors of the card. Nothing really else kind of stands out to me though. I think the card would look crazy in real life, like with the texture and stuff like that. I'm gonna put it C tier, but in front of the Rapidash. So first place on the C tier ranking right there. Yeah, that's all I got on the Porygon. Yeah, that's all I got on the Porygon. Next artwork though is Snorlax with Oddish in the back, Bellsprout, and looks like a Venonat right here. Snorlax just in the middle of the bridges. I do like the fact that they remembered the game. Obviously, how can you forget the games? But remember when Snorlax is blocking your path and you go up the whole thing and you battle a bunch of trainers and you end up on a bunch of bridges that lead into Lavender Town. I don't know if you guys remember that. And then there's a Snorlax blocking the view or blocking the area. And I think to the east of Snorlax, you got Vermilion City, and then up north, you got Lavender Town, if you guys remember. And there was a lot of grassy areas and stuff, and you could catch Venonat, Oddish, and Bellsprout. Obviously, I think blue version alternates, like, you know how Pokemon exclusive versions or version exclusive Pokemon, I think instead of like Oddish and Bellsprout, or I think those are the ones that switch off actually. I think like red version has Bellsprout, blue version has Oddish, and then Venonat. It might be in both versions, but I don't know. Either way, great artwork. I do like it. It's A tier. I'm not gonna put it in front of Meowth though. I do like it though. A tier for sure. I had to like kind of stop slouching in my chair. I kind of noticed that I kind of got a little bit too relaxed, but yeah, A tier, but not better than Meowth for me, because the Meowth is just like super nostalgic from the show. I'm picking the show over the game right now, so we got Meowth in front of that. All right, next artwork is Moltres EX. Look, it has that rainbow border as well. I'm not gonna waste y'all time. You see Machoke and Machop down here. I believe this might be Victory Road or near it or outside of it, because remember, you can find Machoke and Machops in Victory Road. I'm not gonna waste y'all time, man. We're gonna go Moltres S tier, probably in front. This one's hard. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to go in front of all of these, but not better than Gyarados. Gyarados right now still has the best artwork to me. But yeah, Moltres S tier for sure. Next one is Articuno. You got a Seadra down there. I think this was one of the other first cards that we've seen. I remember talking about the Seadra down there. We got Articuno EX. I'm not gonna waste y'all time. I'm not gonna waste y'all time. We're gonna put it in S tier as well. Just amazing. Like Seafoam Islands. That's definitely where the Articuno is at. These are the islands back here. Got Seadra. Yeah, not gonna waste y'all time on that one. I'm not gonna waste y'all time on the Zapdos either. There's the Ekans outside of the power plant. If you guys remember, you guys can catch Ekans outside of the power plant in that little grassy area. And guess what? This is right outside of the Electrode artwork, and that's the silhouette you see in the Electrode artwork, which is gonna put it in the S tier. It's not A tier where the Electrode is, because now we actually see in the Zapdos, but it is better than the Moltres and the Articuno. In my estimation, we're gonna put the Zapdos at number 2. It's still not better than the Gary. It's still not better than the Gary for me. Next card is Gengar. I'm gonna try to speed things a little bit up right here. We got Gengar EX. Just, I love the art style. I love the contrast. I love the shadows on the Gengar. S tier. Like a lot of these are just coming down the wire being S tier, and I'm gonna put it right behind the Zapdos. Can't go wrong with that Gengar artwork. I wish we got it in real life. Definitely. Next card is Machamp EX. This is the first time I'm seeing this. It kind of reminds me like the Alakazam. It's very abstract. A bunch of colors going on, but nothing much else going on. Just punching some boulders, using probably Rock Smash. It's not S tier and it's not A tier for me. I must say, it's not. It's gonna be in the B tier. It's not better than the Alakazam, and I think the rest of the cards in B tier are like more like Habitat, and I'm gonna have to put it behind the Lapras. That's where I'm putting it. I'm sorry, Machamp fans, if you're out there, that's where I'm putting it. B tier, but at the end. All right, the next artwork is Wigglytuff EX, and I don't know, man. It's just like too cute for me, man. I'm not like, I don't really dig this type of art style, but I mean, to each their own, man. It's not terrible. Like, it's not D tier, man, but for me, it's gonna be C tier. It is better than the Slowpoke, though. I don't know, man. Slowpoke is whatever to me. Like, I don't know what to say. I like the Wigglytuff more than the Slowpoke, but like, it's still a C tier, you know. But I don't know, man. I don't got much to say about the Wigglytuff. It's like one of them cute cards, you know, but you know, whatever. Nothing against cute cards either, but like, you know, it's whatever to me. And we got the big boy Zardy. And I do like what Pokemon did when they promoted this card. They like zoomed out and like showed everything that was going on. And of course we have Charizard in the spotlight. Per usual. I know Venusaur's like Vine Whip going across the thing. Looks like there's a Tauros back there. You can barely see him. And of course, like, look, man, I'm gonna get y'all mad right now. It's the best B tier. It's the best B tier. You know what? Hold on, man. It seems like it's part of the Pidgeot artwork, to be honest. Not like you stacked it up against each other. All right, man, it's A tier, but I know y'all gonna be mad. Like, it's not S tier. Oh my god, like, I like Dragonite more than Charizard, so I'm putting it right there. Like, I'm not talking about the artwork, the Pokemon. Like, likability wise, I like Dragonite more. So that's where I'm gonna put it. Oh well. And of course, there's no Blastoise like art rare or whatever it is. Next card is Pikachu in Viridian Forest. You got all Butterfree in the back. Pikachu, call back to the game. Obviously, that means, what other forest is that? It's obviously Viridian Forest where you catch Pikachu. You know what? We're putting the mascot in front of the Charizard. Let's do that. Whatever. And the next one is Mewtwo breaking out of the tube. Yeah, that's S tier, man. Put in the Mewtwo. It's still basic though. We're gonna put it in front of, you know what? It's S tier, but not, it's still kind of basic. It's just popping out the tube. Like, it's still like basic. There's nothing else really going on. Yeah, it's S tier, but like in the back, you know. You know what? No. It's A tier. Yeah, it's not S tier. I'm tripping. I'd rather put like all of these down in S tier. It's A tier, but in the back. We'll do that. Okay? We'll do that. All right, and then we got Mew, which is like very like cartoonish. I feel like there could have been a better artwork. Sorry, Mew. This one's quick. Probably the. Oh, it's not even S. Oh man. Let me look at it again. Oh man, I'm gonna make y'all mad. This is not because the popularity of Mew, okay? Mew is great. It's just this artwork. It looks very like, it looks like Mew got stuck inside of like Super Mario World. You know, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. It's just not doing anything for me, man. Like, the Ditto is better, low-key. Like, they're both like very cartoonish, but the Ditto at least has a little habitat going on in the back. A bunch of Ditto, Caterpie randomly, Ditto transforming into a bunch of plants. I know it's like blasphemous, okay? But like, we're putting Mew in the D tier. I'm sorry. It's just, I don't. Yeah, man, I was gonna change my mind. If it's not D tier, it's last in the C tier, okay? All right, we'll keep it off the D tier, okay? But in my mind, it's D. But we're gonna do it for here. We're gonna do C at the end, okay? Let's do that. The next card is Bulbasaur, but I don't see it here. Let me see if I can find it. Where's the Bulbasaur? There it is, right here. Bulbasaur. This is literally like that scene when Ash finds Bulbasaur in the forest. Like he comes out of the bushes. That's the first, that's A tier first place for me. Yeah, we're gonna do that, man. I'm looking at the list. I'm looking at the list right now, and I'm so annoyed that I got Squirtle in the C tier, and that's my favorite Pokemon. So as we review, I might make some changes. Just because the likability of the Pokemon is my favorite Pokemon, I'm bumping Squirtle up 3 spots and putting in B tier last. Right now, I think we're safer. That I had to move with the Squirtle, man. Like, even if I don't make any other changes, I moved up the Mew. I did put him in D tier at first. But yeah, I think that's the only changes I'm gonna do. That's my list. I really didn't think I was gonna have Gyarados number 1. But there it is. My tier list for Genetic Apex out of Pokemon TCG Pocket. This was fun. I mean, we might do one again for the next set. Maybe we should do one for like every set. Let me know in the comment section if you guys care about that and you would like to see how I rank artworks. In the Pokemon TCG, this is the first time we did it. We did it for a mobile game. So hey, we might do it for regular sets, but let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that. And let me know what you guys think of my tier list, what you guys would change, what's your favorite artwork, let me know down below. But yeah, that's my Genetic Apex tier list right there. All right, so guys, that is it for me and my tier list of Pokemon's newest TCG Pocket set, Genetic Apex. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you would change out of this ranking list. What's your favorite card out of Genetic Apex? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like down below as well and subscribe to the channel for more content and turn notifications on so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And lastly, if you're looking to buy any deck boxes, card sleeves, or binders, check out my links down below as always to VaultX. And if you want to save some money and support the channel, use my code PTLayer_VX at checkout. But without that being said, I want to thank you guys again for taking this Pokemon journey with me. I'll see you back here for the next video. You guys have a good day. Peace.